Both my parents went to Purdue. They both majored in engineering here, so I was kind of raised an engineer. Whether or not they meant to, I was. Spent a lot of time on campus when I was little, and to me there was really no other option but going to Purdue for academics. When I turned 12, I went to my first soccer camp at Purdue, and when I realized what college soccer was, I knew there was nowhere else I wanted to play. I've always felt like I'm a Boilermaker. I grew up a Boilermaker. I will always be a Boilermaker. I've inherited a loathing for IU and Notre Dame. It's part of who I am. It's always been part of who I am. And to me, Purdue is home. I've really never played any other sports. I mean, everybody's parents put them in the Pee Wee soccer leagues when they're little with their park districts or whatever. When I was really little, like 3 or 4, I would take the ball and I would just dribble. There was no passing involved. And I would just go, and my parents just one day were like, oh, travel soccer, that seems like a good investment if she seems to really care about this sport. I would love to be a rocket scientist, working for NASA or for a private company, designing rockets or designing something that's going to go up into space. There's a lot of talk about going to Mars and possibly going back to the moon, so being a part in any way on projects like that, designing anything for it would just be amazing. That'd be my optimal job and career. It's very much something that shapes me, the fact that I'm here. I mean, my dad's a chemical engineer, but he has always been fascinated with all things to do with space, and he's the one who fostered my love of space because I always had it surrounding me with him. And I always knew growing up, oh, Purdue, it's like they have the most astronauts. And it's like, it's where you go if you want to be an astronaut. And I would not say no if I was given the opportunity to be an astronaut, just putting that out there. If there's something you want to do, even if you want to do athletics and you want to do your academics, you can make it work. Granted, you have to make sacrifices in other areas of your life. There's certain things that I don't get to do that most college students would want to because I sacrifice those things for sleep. I manage it by being focused on my academics when it's time to be when I'm doing my homework, when I'm in class. I don't think about soccer there. I don't think about anything else. And then same with soccer. I only think about soccer when it's time to do soccer-related activities. So I just mentally keep them separated. My parents are, in a lot of ways, my heroes because they've put up with all of the stuff that's going on. They go to all my games. They've always been so supportive of everything I do. They help make me who I am so I could get where I want to go. When I committed, I think my dad was happier than I was. Like, he was floating around on the ceilings for like 2 weeks. He was constantly beaming, came up to me like every 30 minutes and was like, oh my God, I'm still so proud of you. And I mean, my mom was equally as proud, but my dad was just over the top.